What's
needs
up?
to fuel their hustle?
It's got to be Joe Mixon, right? Look at how the New England Patriots beat the Kansas City Chiefs last week, right? They ran the you-know-what out of the football, and they controlled the time of possession. They controlled how many opportunities Patrick Mahomes and this high-powered offense has. Joe Mixon, 84 rushing yards a game this season. That's third in the National Football League. You got Giovanni Bernard. He's probably going to miss another game. Look, the Chiefs' defense has given up 9 rushing TDs this season. That's good for second most in the National Football League. And Joe Mixon is the engine behind this Cincinnati Bengals offense. They need to get him the ball as much as possible. And I also would love to see him get the ball in the passing game a little bit because, again, the guy's a tough guy to physically take down to the ground.
I can't disagree with that. He needs to fuel his hustle. I think it's Khalil Mack. And, yeah, I'm a Bears fan, and I know he's day-to-day with an ankle injury, but he's got to put this team on his back.
No, he's going to show up.
He's coming off of a rough game against the Dolphins. Mike Rob, I thought I was so cool on Twitter saying before when Osweiler got the nod that he was starting, and I said, Khalil Mack has sacked him 6 times in 2 career games, and he's going to have his way with him.
Osweiler balled out.
He didn't touch him. So
South Beach is undefeated.
Yes, it is.
2 tackles and 1 QB pressure, no sacks. The Bears got lit up by Osweiler. It was unbelievable. I still will say he's having a special season. 5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and a pick 6. Okay, we heard Bill Belichick. We'll get into the sound later if you haven't heard it out there watching, of Bill Belichick sort of laughing at the idea of comparing Khalil Mack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't compare them necessarily now either, but Lawrence Taylor had just 3.5 sacks at this point going into Week 7 in his season MVP season. That next game, though, that Week 7 game, he had 4 sacks in that game. So Khalil Mack needs to bring it to Tom Brady. We all know how to beat Tom Brady. You got to hit him, and you got to hit him early. Look what the Jags did. Yannick Ngakoue, a huge hit on Brady early in that game to set the tone. And I think that if he can do that, even though he has an ankle injury, he can ball out.
I hope Khalil's watching, because damn it, that was a pep talk right there.
Reinforcements.
Fuel that hustle.
Brady got reinforcements.
Exactly. Get that ball out.
All right,
know what I mean?
who wants to go next? Mike G.
I'll go next. All right, DNPs yesterday. That means did not practice for those at home. For the Jets,
I know.
Tremaine Johnson, cornerback, out. Buster Screen, cornerback, out. Marcus May, safety, out. Jamal Adams, I'm looking at you, my friend. You've been playing some really good football. I need even more this week for the New York Jets, because guess who's coming to town? Adam Thielen and the Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins been dropping dimes, bro.
Hey, this is a revenge game, though. He turned down their money.
He did turn down their money. I was getting it, man. You're all up. See, that's the problem. I knew when I picked the Jets topic.
That's true.
I got to get on it quickly.
That's true.
Anyway, Adam Thielen's 58 catches through 6 games, the most for anybody through 6 games in NFL history. He's on pace for
They don't get that dude
a lot of catches. Jamal, I need him up at the line of scrimmage. I need him back. I need him doing a little bit of everything. He's a fantastic young player, and I need to fuel that hustle this week.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, for mine, I'm going to New Orleans, even though they're going to my own house in Baltimore. Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Drew Brees has never beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Really?
He's thrown 3 pick sixes. I was a part of a couple of those. But he's, this New Orleans outfit is a little bit different when they take the show on the road. That old spin move ain't gonna work against the #1 defense in the league right now. This is gonna be a battle because their defense is struggling. So Drew Brees is gonna be under a lot of pressure to try and match Joe Flacco in that house. M&T Bank Stadium is a tough place to play. Drew Brees got to be better. Pick six, got to take care of the football. I can't wait to see if that #1 defense can slow down Alvin Kamara and see if they can get a dub.
You were a part of a couple pick sixes or 1 pick six? Is that what you said?
I saw it. I was on the.
Oh yeah, you were this guy. You come on, this way, this way.
No, I was hit stick. Yeah. Get up, Reggie Bush. I've been down before. Get up, so I can knock you down, sucker.
So he's 0-4 in his career.
Craig.
He's beaten 31 other teams. We talked about it earlier.
Last team, okay.
He's beaten the Saints. He's beaten his own team as well. So this is the one thing sort of left on his resume to get done.
Bucket list.
It's the defense that Baltimore's playing with, but it's their offense that might give them fits as well, because Flacco's playing on a different level right now.
Hey man, I'm telling you, when you got somebody behind you, when you got somebody behind you, Jackson, that draft somebody first round draft pick, Joe Flacco see the writing on the wall. He's been there before. He understands.